Welcome to the University of Rhode Island Computer Science and Statistics. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to create an operator user for our VyOS router. So in our previous lesson, we showed you how to create a user and give them admin privileges using your VyOS router. So creating an operator level user, the operator role really has a limited amount of privileges when it comes to your VyOS router. So your operator users have read-only access to configuration, plus the ability to execute basic VyOS operational commands. Operator users can view in operational mode, configure their terminal settings using the terminal command, and exit from the VyOS command line using the exit command. Operator users cannot enter configuration mode. However, they can display the text that exists in the configuration mode. So how do you create an operator user in VyOS? To create an operator user in VyOS, you first want to launch and log into your GNS3. Once you launch it, you want to bring a VyOS up in your GNS3. Make sure to create a new project so that way you can kind of drag your router into it. From there, you're going to press play to make sure all the nodes are active, turned on, and working properly. We're going to right click on our router and we're going to bring up our console. So you want to make sure you do that. So right now, once my router turns on, I will log in as a VyOS user because, as you know, that's the default user that the router comes with. So I'm going to log in as VyOS. I wrote the username incorrectly, so I have to write it again. All right. So VyOS. I am now logged into my VyOS router. Okay. So to create a user, okay, if I write show configuration just to make sure that we currently don't have any users, you'll notice that the only user that I have on this router right now is a VyOS user who with admin level permissions, right? If I keep going down, I have no other type of users that really exist in my router. So I'm going to go to configuration mode, and then I'm going to clear my screen so we can make sure we have nothing appearing on it. It actually just brings you up to the top level. So I'm going to create a user, and I'm going to give them operator level. Okay. So to create the user, I'm going to write set system login user. And considering that this is a company that I'm designing this for, I'm going to title this user as IT support. So that way they can view the configurations, but they can't really make any type of changes. So I'm going to give that user IT support, okay, is going to be the name of that user. And I'm going to give it an authentication password for them to log in. The password is going to be in plain text. Okay. It's going to be for their password. And I'm going to make their password 12. Okay, and press enter. All right. So I now have created this generic user. All right. And I want to now make this user an operator user. So again, I'm just going to do same exact thing. So I'm going to do set system login user. Okay, this time I'm going to set and I'm going to write IT support. I'm going to specify what their level is going to be, and I'm going to say that the level for the operator for the user is going to be an operator. Okay, so now I'm going to commit this. Okay, and I'm going to save it. So the first thing that I did is I created the user and I gave the user a password. Once I created the user, I committed the command to make sure it was committed to the server. And then I set, again, the login user with a level of operation. Okay, so let's see if this went through. So I'm going to write show configuration. All right, and then I'm going to see if I can find this user. Okay, so I have a user that I just created called IT support. Let's see what kind of role they have. They have an operator role. As you can see, they don't have an admin role, right? If I keep going down, I will see that I have a VyOS user, which is the default user with admin permissions on my VyOS. So let's log in as that user to see what it's going to look like, right? So if I log in as that user, I'm going to write IT _ support. Okay, and then I'm going to put my password in. And you notice I am now logged in as IT support. Okay, let's see what kind of permissions that I have. So if I write show configurations, you'll notice it displays it must be an admin user to run this command, right? So I can't launch or go into configuration mode. And if I write show, it tells me that it's an incomplete command. So I have very limited privileges. So if I write show INC, show interfaces, I can display and see things, but I can't really make any changes, right? So if I try to set, let's say, interfaces of some sort, so I'm going to try to set some type of interfaces, it's going to show me invalid command, right? And I can't launch into configuration mode. So there's really nothing I can configure on this router as an operator user. I can display and see everything, but I can't make any changes. So that is the difference between an operator role and an admin role in your VyOS router. And when it comes to security, you want to make sure that people you give access to your router cannot make changes or change the type of configurations that have been set by your network administrators. Thank you for watching.